welcome to Mike and Olive Review Movies.
I'm Olive, and this is my dad, Mikey.
And today we are reviewing
Lion King. We just saw it today.
So
Yes.
before we start, tell me, what is your experience with The Lion King? Had you ever seen the original cartoon that came out in 1993?
No, but that Lion King was great. Even if I didn't see the cartoons, I loved it.
You love the current one?
Yes.
No, but you had never seen the original cartoon?
No.
So you have nothing to really compare it to?
No.
I have seen the original cartoon, The Lion King. It came out when I was 13, so I wasn't a child. And I was probably old enough to think cartoons weren't cool, but I remember loving it, going to see it in the theater. I thought it was awesome. It was probably my third favorite of the Disney classic cartoons, with Aladdin probably being my first favorite of the old school ones. I really liked the old one, and I really, really liked the new one. I thought the new one was awesome. I was super excited. In fact, you wanted popcorn throughout the whole movie. And I was like, yeah, when it gets boring, I'll go get you popcorn.
And it was never boring.
Never boring. We never went and got popcorn.
Yes.
So,
or even went to the bathroom.
Or went to the bathroom, which apparently I do a lot.
And also sometimes he sleeps.
Sometimes I sleep during movies, depending on if it's boring or not.
Always.
All right, so what did you think of it?
I thought it was great. It was a little scary, but not a lot. Everything was perfect.
Everything was perfect. So we're gonna do a segment called Who Was That? All right, so in this movie, things were very photorealistic. It was not a cartoon, it wasn't real, but there were voices of people and a lot of very, very famous people. So I wanna go through some of these and you're gonna tell me if you know who this person is, all right?
Yes.
And if you thought they were good or not. All right, so we're gonna start with Simba. Do you know who that guy is? Donald Glover?
Donald Glover.
I know, but do you know what he's in?
Lion King.
Yeah, he's in Lion King. But what else was he in? Have you ever seen him before? If I cover up his beard, what does he look like?
Community.
Community! Yeah, he's Troy from Community.
But why does he look so old?
Well, he's much older now and he's got a beard. Now that you know it was Troy and I'm in the morning. As Simba, as an adult Simba, what do you think of him?
Great.
You thought he was awesome? I did too. I
I
thought
still like him as a child too.
you like him as a child instead. He was only in the last half of the movie as adult Simba, but when he did come on and he started singing as, I guess, Childish Gambino, it was awesome.
Travis Gambino?
Childish Gambino is his singing name. All right, next one. Do you know who that is?
Beyoncé?
Beyoncé. Beyoncé. Beyonce. Her name is Beyonce.
Oh.
Yes, but you pronounce it Beyoncé. So, do you know who Beyonce is?
Wait, is she Nala?
Well, she is Nala, but besides Lion King, every time I ask you, this is going to be, what are they in besides The Lion King? Have you ever seen that person before? Where?
Family Reunion?
Family Reunion? No, she's not in Family Reunion.
She's not Coco?
She's not Coco. But she does sing a song that you like called All the Single Ladies, All the Single Ladies, All the... Yeah. All right.
Single ladies.
Yep. All right. No beehive here. Do you know that guy? He was Scar. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Sorry. You've probably never seen him. Have you ever seen the movie 12 Years a Slave?
No.
It won an Oscar. I don't know how you haven't seen it. You're 7.
I'm almost 8.
All right, then these 3 guys were
Wait, there's 3?
Timon, Pumbaa, and Zazu. Do you know who that guy is?
He is the Billy on the Street.
Billy on the Street, Billy on the Street. When you were like 3 or 4, you used to love Billy on the Street, and you would say, making dreams come true. Billy on the Street, street.
Did I actually do that?
Yeah, all the time. You loved Billy on the Street. Do you know who that guy is? Seth Rogen? No, you probably haven't seen anything.
Is he? When he looks
All
like
of his
it.
movies are way inappropriate for you to see. I'm going to talk about my first hit, all right? The thing that I like. I thought the visuals were absolutely incredible. There was at times where I had no idea if it was animated, if it was real, if it was fake. Are they actual lions doing this? It seemed like it was like watching an episode of Planet Earth. There were parts where I didn't know if they recreated the entire Pride Land or they actually shot over in Africa and just added lions. Were they real lions? There was parts where there were very iconic scenes where Simba and Mufasa were looking over the whole Pride Land, and it's a very famous meme that people use, and it seemed to me that it was like, oh, these animals saw that meme and were like, let's recreate it. So I thought the visuals were incredible, and it's been the first movie in a very long time that I was like, how did they do that? It's not just computers, it's probably a combination of a bunch of things. So Jon Favreau directed it.
Who's Jon Favreau?
He made Iron Man, he made the movie Elf.
That's where we got our dog's name.
That is where we got our dog's name. He did an amazing job of creating that. So what's a hit for you?
My hit is, well, the animals. They look so real. I thought they were just actually on the screen. And they just shooted it, but lions were actually having control. Because lions mostly don't have a control.
What's another thing you liked?
It is the songs. They were beautiful, and they actually sound still like the person.
Yeah.
And also together, a beautiful voice.
And I was a little nervous because Billy Eichner started the Can You Feel the Love Tonight song. And I was like, is he going to be singing this whole song? Because he's a very good singer, but not for that moment or compared to Elton John. But then it was Donald Glover and Beyonce. They did a duet, and that was incredible. All right, so Mrs., what are some things we didn't like?
Are you going first?
All right, I'll go first. All right, I know this is going to shock people, and they're not going to be happy with me if they're part of the Beehive. But Beyonce, that was a miss for me. Mainly because she was almost not in the movie. Like, I'd say she has about 10 lines total in the entire movie. And so...
Who?
Beyonce. Like, the adult Nala was, like, almost not in the movie at all. But they really build this Lion King thing for, like, 2 years, Oz. Beyonce! And so, I know it was sticking to the original script, where Nala's not in it that much, but I really kind of wish there was a bigger role for Beyonce. So I didn't dislike Beyonce, but I did dislike that they really promoted it as this huge Beyonce movie, and she's barely in it. What's something you disliked?
I dislike at the end, when they kept fighting. Mostly, I don't know why the brother killed the king. Because they're both brothers. Even if he wants to be king, then you could just be whatever you want, but not what you not are. That is what I don't like.
Yeah. So you don't like brothers killing each other.
Yes, or even sisters.
Or even sisters. Or even sisters. All right, so next segment, and this is an important one for the parents watching this, is it scary?
Oh. At the end it is, and also a little bit on the first part, but not a lot. Mostly when the king came with those hyenas. That was not that scary, but the end is scary.
When there's all the fire and everything, yes. And they're fighting.
Yes.
And what were your exact words to me during that part?
Tell me when it's over. And I just looked at the seat and said, but I peeked a little, and good and bad, but mostly bad.
Yeah, there were some scary parts, but a lot. It was, you guys know the story if you've seen the original Lion King, but it was mostly scary because the lion fight looked incredibly real. So it looked like just two lions fighting with fire all around, and then another group of lions fighting hyenas. And so There were kids that were way younger than Olive in there, and some of them left the movie crying. It was good. We were in a theater where the crying child was removed by the parent, so good job by you. But yeah, there's probably some scary parts. I would...
even for little kids.
Even for little kids.
Even for my age.
Even for Olive's age.
But it was not that scary to me.
All right, so let's give it our grade. So I'm going to grade it on a parent scale of, is this worth seeing in the theater? And more importantly, is it good enough that if you say buy the Blu-ray, is it going to be played on a loop in your house for 2 months? And I'm going to say, yeah, it's good. Go see it. Go see it with your kids. You could go see it on a date. You're going to like the music. You're going to like the jokes that Billy Eichner and John Oliver and Seth Rogen make. But yeah, it's good, but there is a potential for scariness. Olive, is this a movie that you personally would take your hard-earned money and buy a ticket and go to the movie again?
Yes, because it's so wonderful. Not that much scary, and also, I like it. And I also would say to the parents, take your child, since it is very also fun for your child, even the music.
That's all for this episode of Mike and Olive Review Movies. Hopefully we're going to see you soon, and thanks for watching.